When you take a blueprint and you hand it to an engineer, and the engineer hands it to a construction team to go out and build a building, that blueprint is a set of rules. And the rules tell everybody how to deal with the rules and work by the rules and operate by the rules so that they can rise to the building. And then by following the rules, they build a building. Now we can build magnificence with rules. In actual fact, with rules, we can take fuel from the ground, put it into an engine built in a factory, put onto a rocket built on a site, combine all together and send them 20 billion kilometers out into space. That's how fundamentally important rules are. Rules can get us off this planet. Rules can get us into the galaxy. Rules can get us beyond the moon. Rules are the one thing that we need if we want to propel ourselves into that greatness, into that awesomeness. And without the rules, we just never get there. Now, some of the rules are really important and some of the rules aren't important. So let's focus on the importance of rules. In my mission statement, I have a mind movie. My mind movie is a vision of my future, and it's on a movie screen, and it's a 5-minute movie. My mind movie is called This Is My Life and I Wouldn't Grow Any Other Way. In my mind movie, I don't reflect on my past and reflect on the difficulties and the narratives of the stress that was caused in my life when I was growing up. We have to think beyond that. I have to go beyond that. So, one of my rules is to perpetuate my future in my current experience. So in other words, when I'm watching my mind movie, I'm thinking about it and I'm feeling about it. So in thinking and feeling about it, I'm already capturing the moment before it's ever happened. So I'm embedding this experience into myself before it's happened. So I'm emotionally embracing the experience ahead of the event ever taking place. In other words, I'm feeling my future even though it hasn't happened yet. When we feel our future in our viscera before it's ever happened, over a period of time, we start to become addicted to our future better than our past. And that is one of the fundamental rules. In my mind movie, I see myself for my 74th birthday, which is decades away, taking a Virgin Galactic space flight. Now, in my thermodynamics, which is the money principles, which is the money fundamentals of managing money, and my thermodynamics, which is in my money management habits, as money comes in, I have an account called space flight. So, as money comes in, a percentage comes out and it goes into my space flight account, even though it's decades away. So in my mind movie, I'm seeing my future. And in my present moment, I'm living my future as though it's inevitable, as though it's already going to take place. So in other words, because I've practiced it, I've become good at it. Because I've become good at it, I believe it. And because I believe it so much, you can't convince me that I'm not going to take a Virgin Galactic space flight for my 74th birthday in celebration of the things that I've done in my life. They're one of the rules. So the rule is embrace your future ahead of the event ever coming into your life and ever taking place. Let's go straight over to the board. So you need to have a dream. So after the video, write down your bucket list. What is in your bucket list? What are your top dreams? Where do you want to go? Who do you want to see? Who would you like to have dinner with? Who would you like to meet? What experience would you like to have? What adventure do you want to go on? And don't be afraid to write them down, no matter how big they are. In actual fact, they're meant to be bigger than you've experienced in the past. And when you try to write them down, you will get doubtful, and that's okay. Let the doubt just shine in there. Be okay being doubtful and just march on through and write down all of your greatest dreams. Financial freedom, what it means to you, what it means to your kids. Next, you never permit others to change you. So for example, if I'm sitting with family or friends and I'm talking about my Virgin Galactic space flight and people will go, you'll never do that, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I know that that is not my limitation because I don't allow it to live and reside in me anymore. I have to understand that I'm greater. You do the same thing. You understand that you're greater than everybody else's limitation because guess what? You are. You are magnificent. You are divine. You are an amazing creator. You've created everything in your life that you have right now. You gave rise to your car, your couch, your carpet. You gave rise to all of those things. Your thought brought them into your world. So maybe we need to remember to stop not believing in ourselves. We have to forget who we used to be so that we can remember who we want to be. You never permit you to change you. So if your external challengers, people around you in your environment, aren't challenging you, for sure you may challenge yourself. So when you're writing your dreams, don't allow other people to challenge you and don't allow you to challenge you. Next, you must catch yourself. So in writing your dreams and writing your goals and creating your bucket list of all the great things that you want to do, just know this: catch yourself talking yourself out of it. In actual fact, straight after the video, when you end, you may find it difficult even starting. So just catch yourself, because if you don't start now, you'll never start. If you don't start watching the video when you have the inspiration in this moment, you may never start. So let's do it right now. Next, you have to conquer your negative internal narrative. So how do you conquer an internal narrative? It's so easy. Let's say, for example, you say to yourself, I'm not good looking enough. Well, to conquer the narrative, I just repeat back to myself, but I'm better looking than so many other people, and from their perspective, I'm actually better looking, I'm actually good looking. So sure, from your perspective, you may not be good looking, and from really good looking people's perspective, you may not be good looking. But I can tell you, from millions of people's perspective, you are good looking. So make sure you catch a narrative and challenge that narrative and change it. Write them down when you're writing your dreams. So you're writing your bucket list, you're writing your dreams, your negative narrative comes up, record it, and then tell it why it doesn't make sense to you. Next, you can create whatever that you want to create. Everything that you want to build in your life, you can build. And everybody who you know is successful, most people started with nothing. They started with nothing, but they had an idea. And when they had an idea, they just forgot to give up. So you just got to remember to forget to give up, so that you never give up. Don't wait for your future. Go create it. And when you're doing that, we do that with you in the inner circle. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you have a great day creating, building your bucket list. And I hope when you build your bucket list, you sit back and reflect on the true you, the awesomeness of who you truly are. Thanks.